Good morning, good evening. I am your host, Levy White. If you're no sub, welcome back. If you're a newcomer, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with whomever you think might be interested in the topic. Today's subject is about my favorite female personality, the one that brings me joy, the one that brings me luck, the favorite daughter of the community, the one that whenever you mention her, everybody wants to know what did you say about her. She's like the candy woman. Call her 3 times and she shall appear. Miss Lisa Raye. Again, Miss Lisa McCoy Raye. I'm going to briefly tell you how Miss Lisa Raye fumbled the bag and now is pretty much done, and what you, female or modern women, can learn about her. Lisa Raye, born Lisa Raye McCoy. She was born on September 23rd, 1967. She has a daughter, just a daughter. Her name is Kai or Kay Moray Pace, with a man named Kenji Pace. I couldn't find anything about this guy, so he is probably a nobody. In 1992, she married Tony Martin. Divorced him in 1994. Very short marriages, indeed. Kind of like most black marriages. But again, I digress. In April 2006, she married a man called Michael Misick or Misick. Remember the name because it will be very relevant for what I'm about to say. And as always, she divorced the man 2 years later on August 2008. So by that point, she was already down 2-0 or 2-0. 2 failed marriages and a daughter out of wedlock. A single mother. Yes, a single mother who married a man called Michael Misick. Michael Misick was the prime minister, or better yet, the primer of Turks and Caicos. If you don't know anything about geography, Turks and Caicos are a small island in the Caribbean. So she was essentially the first lady of Turks and Caicos. How high can you go? You cannot be the first lady of the United States. I understand. So you traveled and you met a guy who is the president of his country and you became the first lady, but I guess that wasn't good enough. Nothing is never good enough for the B-dub. So therefore, she divorced the man for reason. And that's where the headache starts for her. She has never been able to find another president or prince to make her princess, queen, or first lady. Who else are you going to get, Miss Lisa? Because at your age, ain't nobody checking for you like that. And I know what I'm saying will hurt a lot of feelings because of nostalgia. A lot of you remember her as the 30-year-old or the mid-20-year-old that she was a long time ago, but I have to remind you that she's now in her 50s. She's no longer the same woman that she used to be. She can no longer command the same amount of attention from the level of men that she would want because hypergamy is a real thing. Hypergamy for the woman is infinite. It has no limit. Once she has tasted the flavor of a certain caliber of man, she don't want to go back to the normal, average, or mundane man. No, she wants better because at some point she was able to attract it. Let this be a lesson for you. Although Miss Lisa Raye is pretty much a one of a kind in beauty, a lot of you women, modern women, y'all are not that pretty. Y'all are not that easy on the eye. You will never have those type of opportunities, because although she was a single mother, she still was able to quote unquote bag a president to become a first lady. Most of you will never be first lady, so you might as well get where you fit in. Get with the man you can get and stay with him, because it never gets better. I know I sound like a broken record because I think I've already said this before, but it bears to be said again. Get in where you can fit in, and when you are in a great situation or relationship, stay in it. Anyway, that's all I got to say for today. Don't be like Miss Lisa Raye, screwing yourself over, shooting yourself in the feet, and crawling your way into the garbage bin. Because at some point, that's where you're going to end up.